Brother, say hi, viewers and listeners out there.
Hello, everybody. Parts of the world you're in, whether it's night, so good evening, where time, good day, and if it's in morning time, good morning. As Beresford Victor William, the presidential aspirant for Republic National Independent Party ReNIP, forming 2023 June election.
All right. So now, brother, this again at the studio. I go out and talk. I mean, we think more way to talk, you know. So we brought it right here, brother Beresford. He's saying that the Flagbearer, is it?
That's right. Yes.
Okay, for the
Republic National Independent Party ReNIP.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Just give, viewers and listeners a little bit background about yourself first.
Well, a quick bio. Beresford, I attended St. Edward Secondary School.
Okay.
And from there, I was able to get a scholarship where I came to the United Kingdom. And then I studied international business. And from there, then I did computer science. And then become an accountant, a chartered accountant. And I've worked for some of the top accounting firms in the world, as well as I'm providing consultancy services to some of the big organizations across the globe. Okay. That include corporates, non-for-profits, and public relations and humanitarian organizations. Okay. So that's just a brief background about me.
All right. So, well, it's not a jealous. Minagama school I go, and interestingly, my producer said I put on the title because this time month to say I didn't go to school. My brother say go Edwards. I don't say you got good, me say grammar school are the best school, so we don't need to go. No, so?
Well, it is. It's one of the oldest school, and they always say grammar school, they have produced some good people across in Sierra Leone.
So especially when I get to all Regentonian out there, this time month for celebrate, so it's Dio Kwai pursue, I press forward then. So, but Beresford, now, Saloni based or on the UK based?
But both really, because I can be in Sierra Leone as well as in the UK.
How often?
In Sierra Leone, I can be there quite often, say maybe every 2-3 months I can be there. Just recently, I'm in Atong, and at the same time, I also got commitment, not just with other clients, but as well as some personal commitments as well. So you get for balance that across in everything we do.
All right. So how did meditation come about for, joining a political party or opening a political party?
Well, it all started back in 2015, just after the Ebola crisis. There was a slight issue with my mom where it was quite a simple sick, really. And then they failed to diagnose that she had the illness. So because of that, few of us came together. Roughly it was about 40 to 50. We came together and then we simply said that something. And in view of that, the key area is the health issue, because even some of my friends, doctors, they actually say there's non-existence, and these are people that are willing to support Sierra Leone. Even there's a couple of my friends they right now in Sierra Leone that they provide health facility, checking blood pressure, try to help them. So these are things that aspire us to come and form a political party.
You're good, you know.
So this now aspire we for Leo come together and create this political party. Okay. And we will create this party to just selected for we notice say from we independent and just select the enjoy the resources. So we try for create a new system socialism. So for look after people and we all man go satisfy and let all man live happily. Because we believe if that happen, we gonna see things go progress faster. We don't see what's in the happen like South Africa or all these Singapore, Indonesia, where they say this socialism will affect
different from democracy.
Not different from democracy. Socialism, we apply the economic forum or the economic platform. The way everyone for produce certain things. Then, so socialism is the work in conjunction with capitalism. Capitalism, a form where people say them for reap out everything, but in the not to all benefits. So in socialism, all man get for benefits. Now we decide say okay, in for we're able to achieve this, we say we certain policies then. And some policies there also will be like the hybrid economy. So an hybrid in a way the government they pick up the slacks. So the capitalism stays the work, but then you will see say you get quite a lot of unemployment because that's why capitalism exists to create unemployment so they can able to drive down wages. So in hybrid economy slacks we will create more people. On youth, the youth them will not get training. Normally they must. So not in education or training. With training for them, we will provide and then they able to go into that. ReNIP, yes, we able to do that because now a blueprint where we don't do the research, we don't able to policy force in the world in itself. Other countries don't do them become very. I mean, take country like Ukraine. Now, outside the war day, now make people actually see say now they mean they supply the world food because then creates something similar like that where people were unemployed, I mean, they work in the fields then. So the agriculture, they mass produce stuff then. So then get the technology as well. So this is where we decide for bring CAM into Sierra Leone for fast track the development of the country. And we believe as well, say that we get for increase the minimum wage in Sierra Leone because like now 600,000, then they pay people and we don't buy one bag rice.
Let's go back to the setting of the political party. I mean, other than made up the ReNIP, how big will that be? Other than Didi?
Well, ReNIP in itself, we a political party, we don't want to be in politics. So we decided for come together. So we did across the country. So from like we convention above, where most of we delegates them in come from various parts of the country. In the 16 districts, we get executive at every district level. So we got an array of people and we also get people with the out as well. We're a part of ReNIP. Some of them are doctors, some of them are lawyers, some of them are business people, and we're ready for coming and transform Sierra Leone into something where people don't one day see it. In the sense that we try to make Sierra Leone a middle class income. So a middle class income now where people will begin to get disposable income as well, where they will able to use the resources, able to get stuff, and then you still get something where you're able to save at the end of the month. So that's just a snapshot of the members then across the country and as well as people.
What are the other prominent names that we could come up with? Say, I mean, the people from what we done into politics, on a new people, or people in Sierra Leone, on a diaspora people. I want to just tell.
Well, literally, we got a policy that in ReNIP, we don't want anybody we don't in politics before, because if you don't in politics, you don't transform the country. So we know once that for you can say no cargo can do fat per way. So it's simple as that. So now people we get passion mind to build Sierra Leone people, and some of them they actually get charity organizations then. Some of them then they deliver, they can go na tongue, they can go do annual medical treatments. I mean, people don't see them around where they go, then some don't go up right down to Bo Pujem across the country. Well, you see the names normally because you know, you get for seek permission before you call people and names, especially in media nowadays.
But this is not public business.
This is not public business, and trust me, yes, we got a lot of people that the key up for help Sierra Leone.
Because I believe Salomon wants to see that just one man part of political parties hold on the sea. And one man no more go see appear all of a sudden 91 a PRO, I beg your pardon. Now these secretary. I mean
well, I mean I agree, because that one they always be a problem in Sierra Leone. So now make if you see ReNIP, the only political party we categorically can say we know one day involved in politics. We get key doctors then. We get key personnel people that within the work in the government organizations then. Across, not in Sierra Leone, but across, and as well as in Sierra Leone. Normally, especially when we outweigh into politics, sometimes you get to do a disclosure. So when you start calling names, then they don't do that disclosure, it can create problems. So they make a really be reluctant for do that in itself.
So then how do they know that?
Well, a lot of people they know them. Ask Sierra Leoneans them, then can able to tell you. A lot of people
Me
there.
not Sierra Leonean, so
I know.
I know. So me no know, you know, I don't see. So
Well,
one or the other one, them back way.
we've got a lot
of ReNIP.
Yeah, we got a lot. Like for example, we normal with chairman them, first of all. Let's take in Sierra Leone the regional chairman them. We get Alaji Sise, and that we can disclose those ones. You get Jamila too, King, and in chat you get like a secretary General John E.T. Kalon. So we get Hassan Kamara. James Conte, when I one of we youth PRO as well. We also got Daudo Kamara, we lead the youth. We get Elizabeth Vandy. So we're quite a lot of people. Just to name a few.
So how long have they into existence? From 2015 to now, is it 8 years?
Well, no, because when we started in 2015, now been just the movement with the try for put things together. Okay. In 2017, we decided to form officially, and then we register as a movement. So, and then in 2018, on the 4th of January 2018, then they actually give you license for be a full-fledged political party. And ReNIP, they always advocate for the masses. Most people can see either in a radio or write article, or people can go on some stations then actually talk about the economic hardship in the country and what we're supposed to do for help. And not just for help as well, but we also try for increase the minimum wage. Because remember when we get when the pandemic became, ReNIP actually make a donation to the government of Sierra Leone, because not so just the government's problem, but a global problem, and we believe as a responsible political party, we for support. So which we did, and even the other time we actually helped them. Bele woman then a cottage will go donate things them to them. So because we normally know that we will begin to do research. The young women's them. Where they give back to children, some of them not able to provide for even forget basic clothes for change. So we look into that and then try for help, and then try for make sure say we're able to push that to go forward. You know, and one of we great members well, where they as when a medical doctor for children, he actually go there as well in self help, and then try for do the little bit way in self able for do. So which was good. So in a nutshell, you know, that's what we do as a political party. We come for transform Sierra Leone, and not so just for transform them, but for make people's lives better, for the good, for the best of the nation. Because all the other people that don't try, all the other political party, they don't either one be in power before, or they don't in power. So we not think say they get the know-how and the knowledge for change the narrative of the country. Yes, we go say we're in a political party, maybe we'll be biased, but if we don't lay down a blueprint, because we don't write to all political parties then say make we come together and work under the hybrid economy. Sierra Leone is a small country, and one thing where we research at the moment as well, we try to see if we can able to stop the election, and then we create a unity government for develop Sierra Leone. Because what in election they bring? For create a unity government for develop Sierra Leone, because what he said
election not gonna happen, you mean?
Well, what you mean is that for letting suspend them, because for cater for the election, now a lot of money, we can use that money there and develop things faster. You know, what are the election the benefits?
So how people will choose a leader?
Well, you see, this was not the mistake we always make. We choose a leader, but yes, we choose a leader, but we choose a leader for better the country. If somebody simply
the Constitution say?
Well, the Constitution a guidelines, not to every fast stone. It's just like say, for example, you go get picking, you go for go born. The doctor will simply say you get for dilate first. But then they can simply say, well, you're not going for dilate. We can assist you. So you get guidelines. So in that guidelines, that's what we go for explore. Because me believe say if we develop Sierra Leone, the people are not going to suffer. You go vote tomorrow, you they suffer back. So who's why you choose? You rather die early or you die late. Most people will say die late. You get food for it. At least what they propose is that everybody.
So the ReNIP, I mean, when I think about not having an elections, but having a unity government, is it?
Yes, because that's what it creates.
So how long that will take? How long the unity?
The unity government can last because in the hybrid economic system in itself,
like a dictatorship?
No dictatorship in itself. Because if you look, a government come in, then they try for bring development, but the development when they bring now more of the political party development, not to in the grand national. Let's take now for example in Sierra Leone, almost have one bag race. 5 years ago, one bag rest, $250, now be 8,000. Now dollar now 21,000. So we don't actually lose inside roughly about 13,000. So who are they so far? Now the people them. So let nobody not tell me say yes, election a democracy, election a democracy. Now we able for feed yourself. You able for get your square meal, go sleep. That I will call it democracy. We take for example in England, we then preach about democracy. When one prime minister left, the other prime minister take over. It not mean say get for go election. You not to all time normally they can say for go election either 4 years or 5 years. But when they get problems, then they simply say no. Yeah, where you get a country we don't develop, like a country like America, so you know say a bad say then go give you food. We go survive, you go able for eat. So yes, you can able for practice democracy. You take for example like Georgia now. Georgia able for feeding people then. But what they say, they actually say, you know why it's for go for election now? Because we just come through a pandemic and recession then at the horizon. Most countries, especially Sierra Leone, it go eat Sierra Leone badly if we not prepare. So now one area that they will explore for say because our development wants. We don't want simply say, well, will somebody go sit down there? No, not to anybody in country. Now we all get when we suffer, now we always suffer. So if somebody not able to use the common sense, we go simply say, well, just apply native sense.
Well, how now we able to do that the way in the first place and even come in authority?
Well, you don't need for the authority.
How can we change that?
Well,
because the only way they're in authority,
well,
you go look into the constitution and go to parliament and say, now this one change.
Well,
from the outer part of we
can't do that, correct. But one thing we would look at is that if we apply to the High Court, then can able look at the constitution. Because as long as we don't notify the Electoral Commission, then we make the application. So we can get an injunction, and then the judges then can say, okay, well, it don't matter, any government will come and send a development. But if we say all all come together, because take for example, we get top people there, we get top medical doctors there, we got top accountants there, we got top economists there, we got top physicians there, we got top business people there, we got top people across the world who are able to pull those people and they will come together. When they all come together, then they create developments. What you would it sky for do? So what in the benefits for you get an election, you get a few people there. We then make a decision when another benefits the masses. It don't make sense to anybody.
So from 2051, I don't do that.
Well, that's the way not say 2015 because we came into existence in 2018.
Okay, let's say 2018.
Yeah. So in 2018,
almost 5 years.
Yes, we don't cry for unity government. We don't advocate for that. We don't put that in a newspaper. We don't write to Parliament, open letter to Parliament. We know they are Parliament, so we even try for tender a private member bill for they actually create a unity government. You know, they not do that one day. So not to say that T will just come up with say okay, let we do that now. But now at the right time because the 5-term done. Parliaments go dissolve. So in that nutshell, if anybody want for Sierra Leone better, me go say one of the easy way for do that now, save the money for the election, low develop the country, because then everybody go held responsible.
You very well know that that go work. With my own voice number now, because the focus of majority of Sierra Leoneans is going to the polls now.
Yes, that's what they believe. But in a nutshell, what they choose? Then they choose death.
So how best you don't say for later a campaign they work?
Well, we don't
because
before.
And I hear you talk, and practically, if you don't start that campaign in Sierra Leone.
Well, we started in Sierra Leone.
Not to.
A lot of people already been there away. But what happened then create these puppet organization because some people we are find out because now the same thing we simply say about is that people who don't do in politics they I don't want to use the word but I feel and say like they're hungry, you know, they not get the people at mind in a nutshell. The reason which I say so, because you not go see you human beings, Sierra Leoneans, a get picking and not eat. If I tell you, most times we can see people and they way, sometimes they can do donations there around. They not family they go now, then they go sleep, and they not eat.
Yeah.
Some family then they go for one whole week.
Yeah.
Just imagine they get small picking, they not eat. So how a human being go actually say yes, that's okay? For me, not okay. For me, the country election, what's an election? Election, oh, well, we'll just elect few people and put in a parliament. No.
But I didn't constitution.
Well, it just like I say, okay, it just like I say, we go to hospital for you get you pick it for born, then you pick in bridge. Then the guidelines say.
No, look, the reality.
But the fact is.
The reality in the ground now is we have a constitution.
Correct.
We go by.
Yes.
And until we get people who go challenge them either through the court, like I say, or maybe a government come and say, now one go through, we'll get a unity government who gets elections.
Yes.
Come 4 or 5 years, as case may be.
Yes.
Then they go be changed. But for now, when at this system, they no go with this system and see.
Well, it's just like I say, okay, you know, it's just like a way.
Because it can't change.
It can't change. No, even the government currently can't change it. The only person we can change that.
So this just brings me to the question of if you party don't register for these elections.
Yeah, we party register. We have one of the I think we are the third political party. We get the convention. We even get convention before APC. Okay. So well structured. Right. We party in a very disciplined, law-abiding, procedure process,
so when I go
political
with
party.
Of NEC, INEC are bigger.
NEC.
Yes, ECLC.
Yeah, we they go with the
so
NEC.
So I want to tell them say now once a we can't go into it.
Well, that's why the first way they do.
First say when I don't begin the
when
I not into
now a letter will they write out to them. Yeah, so because we explore the letter they go out on. No, the letter they go out on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I mean, effect 3 months
well, I mean, election has been cancelled just 2 days before the election. It's been cancelled. Yeah.
Which you mean the general election?
Yeah, not in Sierra Leone, but other countries. No, just 2 days before. So no, but we all live in a global. We all breathe the same air. We all are human beings. We all can think.
So you think so?
If Sierra Leone man say he want for better himself, now we get for take control. Okay. Nobody know they can't take control for we. Now we get for take control.
And really that we did the majority.
Well, we need to go get that because the reason we say we need to go get them because we dey look at people generally. Okay. If we dey look say we dey create an hybrid economic system where all man for work. Right. Yeah, when we in all man, it not go be 100%. It go be roughly about 90-95% because you get for cater for people and get for in a prison, some people and go to hospital, some people and go incapacitated and not able for work. So we dey able for do 90% of that. And out of that, if you not get training, you get training. We dey increase the minimum wage. We dey actually propose for nationalize some of the industries, the key industries in the country. We dey propose, say, we dey expand.
You know how they laugh at that, because, I mean, when I not get the power, it's in the first place. So, saying we is like politicians promising people, or maybe, I mean, they promise thing where you know able to get hold of it.
Well, the only way people can go know is that you have to tell them.
How you think ReNIP go kind of power in Asano?
ReNIP go kind of power.
How?
Through the ballot box.
Okay.
Yeah, and we believe say when we kind of power, we come for develop the country. Right. We not come for create bad stigma, bad taste.
When I get majority of Sierra Leoneans we support an idea.
We believe that majority of people in support the idea, but the thing we can disturb Sierra Leoneans then get this low mentality in they say, well, are they pan this color, are they pan that color, they this and that. So we call it low mentality because they know they take control of their lives. So anybody will not take control of your life. Somebody get to take control of that, and people with high capability. They take control of something where they want. They know they left farm to chance. They know they left farm to other people. Now one vote you get, now one vote I get. At least, like always somebody said to me, to do me the talk, he simply said to me, he said, do the right thing. He said, live with the conscience that you're happy, rather do the wrong thing. And then be happy because you go always look after your back. Okay. So what did that guy for tell me, say, you make a decision, make that decision for yourself. Yeah. If you, like what my mama always say to me is that if you want to make a decision, take a step back. He say, ask yourself if the Peking go like that decision there. If you question, when you answer yourself, you say, if you Peking say, no, I'm not going to let that decision there, I'm not going to take that same decision there. Yeah. No, it's not a bad decision. Okay. We all get for develop Sierra Leone. How we go develop Sierra Leone? You know, people can go say, okay, well, you plan a bold, a grand, but are you able to do all that? So we get for introduce what we call a taxation system, where would they do a one-off tax for raise cash, for do that, because let nobody not fool you. Say now the world now money, now in the work.
I want to see if we can able strategize. You talk to me producers, hello, see if people can able call we on a number I go right in a short while. Family, you listen to AYV Radio 11.7 FM. They watch me live on AYV Television, channel 33. Yes, let me have. And they also they watch you on we Facebook page. Go to AYV Facebook page or you type Mama Jalo DJ base, then cable right because one later we'll get Brother Abiose right here. They represent the ReNIP party. ReNIP, is it?
That's right, yes.
No, what are understanding about it?
Republic National Independence Party.
Republic National Independent Party, and you call we can't get a number where don't get people in view because Brother Abiose they talk about. I mean, I would say I don't know how to put the meditation day. One touch two way not even see it because all the ideas is like you go change the price of rice, you go do this, get a units, but I want you to tell me how we go able to reach there in the first place because elections they come in, Sierra Leoneans we get for going to elections and it takes a political party for going to elections and I mean, how you campaign so far?
Our campaign so far, they go good really because we teamed across the country, then they go around because campaign officially open it. Membership drive don't go up massively, and we don't begin with the discuss with some of the chiefs them across the country. They tell them what they propose, and we believe say the people need a change, and that change they would need. Not so a change where they simply say na old we get for change for take control. And inside it for the take that control na thing where women say personally we as a human being, we as a Sierra Leonean, we as a citizen, you get one vote. So take control of your life. If you not do nothing safe, but at least not go sell a vote for 50,000. When you sell a vote for 50,000, almost then they watch 1 month. You only watch 800. You can cash if that 2,000 now they pay. So you go sell you vote you future for 800. But at least take a step. Say okay, let this guy. He don't say this was so low try. You know if I fail, me go say now publicly.
Why think say some people for vote ReNIP?
Well, because ReNIP are the only political party we go able for deliver. We know they can make promises then say with the build bridge, would they go build airport, would they go do this? No, because that is not important to us. What's important that you believe? If you able to get a square meal, at least they well we got already I mark roughly about I think it's 900,000 acre land for now around the country. From the cost from Cambia. Cost go over to Kono. That's that government land. So they convert that. We don't already talk to companies then where you use 3 methods then. The first method one way they use just the machinery, then you use the second part. We talk to country one day in China, the other one day Indonesia, and then the other one the Philippines. Philippines, that may a poor country, but then now they supply the world with rice. How they able to do that? Then do mass production. Because you guys you can able to turn them inside 90 days or 3 months. So we get the method, we get the ability. So not so today would they begin the plan. Would we don't.
Okay, let announce the number. Sorry for interrupting. The family can call me on WhatsApp +447389001258. If you get that number, they can call me on WhatsApp and talk to Brother Abiose from ReNIP. Republic
National Independence
Party. Let's just get them down. Republic National Independence Party. No, so
correct. Yes.
So call me on WhatsApp +4473 89001258 and talk to my brother. So message don't come, we'll read later on, but we'll just proceed. Now, I mean, talking about elections in Africa, whether you like it or not, money involved.
Correct.
ReNIP gets that money there for able campaign to people?
We campaign to people, and we hope, say, not to just money with a look for.
But we are on campaign to people. Because you see, the other political parties almost, although, I mean, ECS and not get the go ahead, but we don't see other political parties and the kind of different strategies they talk about, how they're able to change people in lives and whatever. So,
yes, we don't want to put money in front of Sierra Leoneans because, let's be honest, if we come in,
you don't campaign with money.
No, if we know they campaign with money, but we they tell you say we will deliver, and we they promise, and we don't believe, we don't promise say we they reduce the bag of rice.
No, do rallies.
Yeah,
we part of campaign.
Yes, we get for
do. What you doing na UK now?
Oh no, they Sierra Leone as well. Okay. So not to say because I only be here for few weeks due to some commitment. But the tempo, if you see with tempo, I mean, with convention, I did the tempo kick off, and the tempo, you know, slow down. In fact, it accelerate.
What's that on base? Because political parties can get base.
Well, we get mainly we base tend to be the south, the east, and the north, and the west with its kind for build up massively there. We head office there now by Beresford Road, 112 by Beresford Road. Okay. We both office there number 90, Bo Kenema Highway, by Lungawe Junction, and then the eastern office.
What's the symbol?
We symbol na with a shield. And we have 4 colors them. A blue shield. Okay. Yeah, blue shield. And then we got 4 different colors where it goes out like a flag. That represents the...
Which colors in that?
The colors now yellow, blue, brown, and black. Okay. So now we symbolize it. So now we get a shield, the blue shield, and we don't call on a blue and white. So most times now blue we can wear in itself. What you make one for use money is that because it's for give people the money, you know, with its kind for move people away from that.
Well, for mobilize people, eh?
Well, to mobilize you not to money, waiting for mobilize you now in the future. Okay. You know, not to short term gaming we need come for.
They'll go down well, I'm
not gonna lie to you. That's the normal stuff. ReNIP always they do that. Like even we convention. I think say one of the journalists say, boy, say because I mean go up there from the Friday. Okay. So because I'm in 3 days convention. He say even when I ask about 11 o'clock, say angry. They say they feel me, say I don't want to go on side. So get something because always we believe in food. Okay. You know, so that's go always there. All right. But for say we they give money, not to see what to do because we don't want to let people associate with part of the way of campaign. All right. Yeah, so now make we stand away from that. But we go tell everybody say yes, when we win the election, we go reduce back of rice. And in fact, that's what we discuss, it not be official, but maybe I can make it official that yes, when we win the election, each household could get 1 bag of rice in the day of inauguration.
What's that money go come on?
How do I explain to you? What we win. Yeah, because they let me say
the rest, if I don't do, because if we don't win,
the rest they
would say go straight now.
No, roughly about 25 days. I mean, I've already discussed to you. We don't discuss with companies. You understand?
They no farm within 1 month or
no. Well, you see, one thing is that when you do planning, now long-term planning, but you still get to take care of the short term.
Every household.
Every household, yeah. But you get to do a short term.
Household in a salon.
Well, roughly, let we square them up now. Let's say roughly 8 million in Australia, and out of that 8 million, let's say. And a typical household, now 4 people there inside it.
So about 3 million homes.
So give or take, we estimate say will be roughly about 4 million. Because you get for allow for corruption.
So now they give 4 million bags of rice.
Yeah, well, they make provision for that. You see, because when you want for help people, now you get for be the forefront, not to after you can't simply say, well, I could go give you this, I will make this. No, they tell people beforehand. Okay. I mean, the food price in the country is diabolical. It's off the roof. You know, some people will simply say, okay, well, they make promise now because, you know, they...
So you think it's not salon people in problem?
Well, let me tell you one thing, DJ Bass, yeah? If you not eat for 72 hours, you better let it begin rumble.
Well, it depends the kind of eat.
No, well,
it depends the kind of
well,
eat.
you asked me if that it's people in there. Well, some people in there that song.
It's not about, not all man on a rest.
No, not to rest. No, yeah.
Okay, get some other people in and get different kind of food.
Well, you get pasta. Yeah, you get pasta. Some people in there like couscous. You know, some people like rice. Some people like cassava. Some people like fufu. Some people like potatoes. So you know, when you say staple food, you got a varieties. Me and my way, I know that it's too much rice. We're ready for eat rice, I go eat rice. But I get varieties.
So now you're the Flagbearer Of ReNIP.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So fam would please call. We'll get a lot of messages that can't reach some. And if people they send message, you know, anybody send message way, I mean, insulting, we're not gonna read their message then they ask a question, criticize constructively, we're not gonna issue down there, okay? They'll make a decent one. And okay, Beresford Victor Williams. Now the Flagbearer Of ReNIP, Republican National Independence Party.
ReNIP, yes. Okay. Republic. No, Republican. Republic.
Okay, Republican.
Yeah.
Party. So what are you running mates?
Well, we running mates. I know we not choose it because we get few names that we don't come up. We believe a few people, both local, both local.
Because when we started, if we
no, well, you see,
it's like people not go now, they're not going to vote.
They're not going. I agree with you, but you see, the thing is that we don't want to create.
You said I believe say because a lot of people don't know you.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So now that one of the reason that the way I think say maybe I want to give this platform so people know you.
No, I agree. What you say not true.
So what are you going to What are the names that come up?
Well, we don't get few names them. We get a name we already don't come up. Where Hassan Sise don't come up.
You know, outside the work, you know that.
He get business.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then we also go somebody we say in one for one way in name George Conte.
Okay.
So in the America.
All right.
Yeah, and then we get somebody, a lady from Australia, we in name Olivia.
Okay.
We in one contest. But you see, because we go executive body, we will get for sit down and decide and see.
Well, we cannot get better time again.
Well, you see, time is not of an essence in ReNIP.
Well say so. An essence to neck.
Yes.
Yeah. Because when I get for giving names here for the elections.
No,
because
obviously.
When I get for putting the ballot papers there, I get for put information there.
You see, what make us say time is not of an essence because within a week or so, that will be solved.
So elections?
No, this month.
From now?
Yeah, from now.
Okay.
That will be sorted out, and then will be full flag out. So because the way this time with the campaign is completely different.
All right.
The way the campaign either about your party and the presidential candidate, not to mainly be like before. So now you can get.
So what about other positions, members of parliament?
You know, because allocation are proportional representation. So it's when you go. Well, we've already got people that we're very talented, and one of the other things we consider as well the massive wastage in the country, we go roughly about 189 ministers and deputies, 1 deputy, 2 deputies, 3, with a scrap holder. Okay. We just simply say all we need roughly up to 40.
That's if we're not winning in the first place.
Well, ladies, yeah, but now we're stage. Now the country they pay for them.
Yeah, but
now me and you they pay for that.
Because you see, I don't know how you really want to change the system.
Well, you get for tell the people. If you not tell people, they're not going to know.
Now, the Constitution.
Yes.
So we go by it until then put to 9, they on account.
Well, then we get for tell people what you intend to do. Okay, yes, we agree. Now, then but the Constitution actually say them forget 189.
Okay, what is it?
They forget ministers them, and the Constitution all make provision originally because they still run with the 1991 Constitution adapted with the 1961 Constitution with American McGivern signed with the colonial master, the British. We in theory, 16 ministers.
Okay.
So now we come, we get cronies them, we expand and expand. If you notice, the previous one, they expand to 131. Now the other one come, then get deputies then. They expand.
Okay.
So let me be realistic as na country resources.
Okay.
We can really use that money there for build hospital.
If they vote for you first. Family, please, if you ever call and carry some messages, hope you could take down some of the points.
Yeah, sure.
On Facebook, Mark X says a great job. Amadou Jallo say good evening, Big Brother, best long time. Amadou Jallo say thumbs up. Amara Kama say good morning, DJ Best, watching live from UAE. Continue the good job, sir. Mohammed says say good evening, DJ Best. This man has some good points, though that's and that makes a lot of sense. We can create a national unity government for the betterment of Sierra Leoneans. Michael Joseph Kano de Wachwi by Maro Okasi say all my one power the BT, IBK and Cabal left, and the Cabal left. By Maro say everybody should participate in the process. By Mauro Okas, well, no one discusses SLPP. SLPP is in trouble. These parties will cause massive upsets to the incumbent government. Andrew Conte is watching live from Bo City. Sengbe Pierre say thank you so much, Elder Base, for the good program always. Watching live from Palo, Sengbe Pierre from Putloko. Safiu Kamiti Musa say we don't try the new party then yeah at the end. They're all the left we down. Waiting Mohammed Bango and not been talk way. Can the una left we do una all na drag una come drag. Sengapia said truly we need to change these two political parties. I mean the APC and SLPP. They are totally not good for this country, trust me. Momo for why say overseas don't kanga man they why escape. Sengapia, okay. Shalom Radio na FM 93.5 Falaba Mongo say keep up the good work. Now the other thing again we're going to ask before I try to read this sort of message, brother, be also able to do it, okay. It's hello since AY introduced the new channel Naboya. We get the new channel very clear way I think say na channel 34. We can mostly play movies. But for the news channel we know they get sound at all, but the picture very clear. Don't they try the number but to no avail, please help. We go past that, I believe say the engineers and go down pick up down there. Papa C say they watch we live from the United States. Now, before maybe respond some of them, one of the problems we Sierra Leoneans in they encounter the disappointment of diasporas. And you know, the diaspora, you talk about the people who also want to vie for the position and maybe whether the majority can make up diaspora or whatever. But now you think about diasporas in Sierra Leone and how we go to make a difference and respond to them few messages and they.
A very good point, Dawande. For me, in a nutshell, being in and out, me not classify too much on diaspora itself, because what make us say so is that able for maintain everything, we able for look after ourselves. If that we say when they come, they in view of some of these points the way they bring up. As until we will simply say, okay, well, we begin to accuse other political parties then. Okay. We're not involved in that. Until we ReNIP not they do. What make us say so is that the citizens, they're not stupid. They know what's going to happen. So in everything that you do, you get for respect. The culture in Sierra Leone get for change. And the person will believe say for change that. Now somebody we don't work now some of the highest points. That person we not like for brag. Okay. But in itself, organization the way I work for, if I tell people they will begin look at me differently. But what they get for do to you? Nothing. Yeah. But what you really interested in, now do you able to deliver?
Output.
Yes. So, and if we deliver, we produce the output, and no matter, I don't really care on title. Me and my we know the work on title. Me and Possi we not believe in that. And I know say some people and say, yeah, overseas don't difficult that drag man then one can drag na the country. If one can drag, I don't need for go into politics. Then I can tell you now, I can go into business. I go make massive money. Okay. Pass that. Even when I dey any side. They make money, so that's not a problem because of my skill sets. I can go inside and I get experience. I don't be exposed to a lot of people, a lot of things. Them, rub shoulder with a lot of people. Whether Nigerian politicians them, but will see me go put that in a pictures. Like some other people and go do that. And then, yes, my man Bangura, it then switched. But you see, now the problem this Waki always say is that we know they take control.
Yes.
Because if we don't take control in itself, you know, go compare two people.
You mean ReNIP?
Yes. No, well, when I mean, we know they take control. We as a human being in itself, you know, they take control of our destiny.
All right.
We like for compare two people. If you want to do the comparative, you get for look at not just the circle where you finish it, but you get to look at few criteria then. So when you get to look at the educational background, even up to now where they are, so as a qualified chartered accountant, are held responsible for my actions, are held well responsible for the words what they say, are well responsible for my professional life. So what's that mean? Even if I go to my president, are still accountable to my professional body, because they can put me through disciplinary if I have a misconduct.
Yeah.
So that's true. Say you get for work at a very high integrity level. You know the compromise. That is no. So when people are not gonna know, because they go just think like normally you get people and can just go they say okay, well now this mean that this, but they're not accountable to somebody. But I'm well accountable because even every year I get for do a declaration.
Okay.
I get for sign my declaration form. I get for do my renew membership. I get for make sure say that everything is integrity. And then they also get for do a search. Like you know like any country where they you get for do criminal checks. You get for do financial checks, because if you drop up below a certain level, then they drop the type of jobs that we get. So then but most people are not going to understand that one. They wouldn't make them not understand that because they not really don't be in that domain there. So they're not going to know. So then it's just like then they always say, Larry boy will always say, well, not thief no more. You want thief, you want can't thief. But when you talk to a doctor, they talk about that. It will simply tell you about something. So it shows the level of integrity, the culture, where would it try for nurture? Right. Now I make we simply say the culture in Sierra Leone, we get for change that. And by changing that, we get for make sure say we all get a basic discipline, and we get some side also we able for account and make sure say we responsible. Because like one thing we simply say in ReNIP is that the justice system in Sierra Leone is there, but the process no did it. You not go arrest somebody, you charge the man, you not get legal representative. You go to court, you not get legal representative. You not go send somebody go to prison for you go thief chicken or fall. You go incarcerate the person for 5 years. Okay. It don't make sense, because just imagine the state itself now get for the provide food. So the following 100,000, but the state now go spend say 10 million for look after that person. It don't make sense to nobody. So now some of them things they are so you can see some of these things the way people and kings try to associate. So at the way to make they throw lights on this and for make them understand the level where we come in, we meet it try for propose for the Sierra Leoneans. And not about me. This is not about their own life then. Okay. But let me take control. Then somebody say all my one power. I mean, if the power we want, okay, yes, yeah, if you dynamic with the contest, because we will change the narration. But we propose a look out a unity government. That make we actually say now we own Wataki. If prices now in the country they skyrocketing, what make we not go make free port like how they do in Guinea? All food stuff. We don't ask that the government for let them do that, look into that. But they not do that. So not to say we come for just enrich ourselves. Because I'm not just say within the country go pay me, it go even reach within they get paid out. But it go maybe say people lives then will be far better off. Outside and day now to outside then go day where we day in power.
All right, Fambul, you still watch AYV television, you listen to an AYV radio. We broadcast live from AYV studios right here in the United Kingdom, Soho Square, the heart of London, the heart of the UK, inside London. Between the studio get Beresford Victor Williams, in the flag bearer for the ReNIP party, that is the Republic National Independent Party. And according to Ramo, according to them, they say they want, win the elections, and when they win, well, they don't mention so many things that they want, change, but like how they say again, until we pass this process. So, you don't register, you But they pay fee for the presidential candidates?
No.
When I get for me, or get for Tim Upon on a party also? Which position them when I want stand for inside this election so they come?
Well, the election will come because now proportional representation. So when somebody want contest, say in a particular region, now the entire number you get for pay for, and then you then get a percentage which is 11% before you're considered for member of parliament. So for the mayors, then you can run. So the position, the way they run, if presidential and mayors, or well, the headman, then they know the political party, then are separate. So, or if you're not independent, then I think they can do that day. So for the mayors, then yes, we contest for the positions then for both. Well, in both we go a gentleman day we then call Neil Nenga. Yeah. So Amy don't come forward for that. Currently they try for get all we candidates them the candidates list because a list you get for prepared. Then you submit their names. Then we in the process. But NEC, the National Electoral Commission. Yeah. Yeah. So they not even release the form they made. So we're still in touch with them. So we will do any submission on that until the form then come out. Then after that, then you get the nomination in April where we will go make the fees, pay the fees and do all that.
Next month.
Next month, correct, yeah. So mainly next month get for be busy in itself. So that position then they would day. So yeah, we contest and we intend for contest fully.
Okay. What's you gonna say to people where so many of them political I know one a small political party, but I believe say when I name not only like other political parties, so whether it's small or not will be determined come June 23. Now what's you gonna say to people where maybe some of them political parties then for maybe for cancel runoff, then go and say okay, lay allegiance to
Well, me go tell the people and say even the last runoff in 2018. Now, really, the only political party we not believe because I be asked for one thing. Both of the parties them that we know one positions. That was made clear in the meeting. Anybody can then think different to what I say. I get the records. We tell them one thing. We simply say for any party for them get we support for make them provide clean drinking water. Now each street, the public pump. We for do that one day. It's simple. You see public pump. No, that's it.
Not aligned with them or what?
No. We didn't align with them because they say no, they're not going to do that.
Okay.
So the two main party they will get meeting with them. They say they're not going to do that. So then we withhold, we vote.
Okay.
So we actually tell members them that.
How much votes have been given for the election?
The election they will make I think it's about 3-5.
Okay.
Yeah,
1,000?
1,000. Because now we now be the last political party, will not be able to submit. We cancel
500 people.
Yes.
Out of almost 7 million.
7 million. But if you
5 million the votes are.
Well, the way if you look at the whole party that will be done, they will beat them.
Okay.
So the thing what this guy for say because we not be able to submit self with councillors because normally in a first past the vote now a bottom up.
All right.
Like now a top down system. So bottom up, you build from your councillors, them, then come up, then meet your honorables, them, then from there you come up, you meet your presidential candidate.
Okay.
So because we not be able to do that, so most of we vote that momentum they get lost, because them be upset. But at the moment now, we believe say we don't surpass. In fact, most of the old other political parties there we don't surpass them. So ReNIP now a new party.
Okay.
In terms of size, they say about it depends on the membership. Maybe that's why people can say, well, small political party, with membership they grow rapidly.
Okay.
In terms of discipline procedures, then. Currently, with membership before convention, that'll be roughly about 2008.
Okay.
80.
Then presently?
No, that was before the convention. Okay. After the convention, because every week when we get meeting, I can always check that. With membership, don't rose to about I think they say 4,200, and most of those.
So which means about 1,000 add from the last elections.
Well, Well, the last election, some people then go like the policy, they really know, can then come back. Well, you see now 1,000 more. But
I get 3,000 something. If I get 1,000 there.
But if you look at,
I mean, I'm just using my brain.
But no, what you say is true. Yeah. But these are solid members.
No, I know. Yeah. But the last election, how much did you guys get?
And they say about 3,000.
Let's say 3,500.
Okay, let's say 3,500.
So which means that 500 people are there.
Okay, we'll add 5. But these are solid membership.
Anyway.
Yeah. Which is good.
All right, family, can call me. We'll get a music break or they can play one track. This now the first I don't play this track first. I Am Strong. Maybe I want to dedicate this track to my brother Beresford, and I mean Sierra Leoneans out there. Well, pick some sense out of the nonsense. You never know. And well, what do you think about? Like I say again, Sierra Leoneans. Sometimes people can say their mind fixed at certain political parties and. Hardly people they go the same. If I discuss with somebody from the United States where we they talk. Let's see. I say okay. I tell them say I go interview. And I say we don't tell then new party them na salon. I say now that makes salon they be because we mentality not just certain political party there no more. So you say 2, 1 sense make so fake look like. Well, they call name one go to Dandy. So it was the show right now. So now you think about people who say now they party are no more now no new party.
Well, like I say before, not school because you see, they always say experience is the only teacher. Is the only and best teacher.
Okay.
From what you know, now they able for pick and say. Yes, they one they will be done go before. Yeah. We see say they not deliver. But you see, what in the Sierra they fail for realize is that they not come with definitive policies them. Let's take for example now, let's break up now. Let's simply say take country like France. Yeah. France been get its traditional party. Macron come a former political party. And the people then be want change. So they adapt to them, they get the change. So you see, some banner go say, well, I'm in Europe. But let's tell you one thing. Then they pay tax, you said they pay tax. They need to feed themselves. You they get to feed yourself. But because of the level of education in Sierra Leone, it's not too high. So it creates people that are not able to think clearly. Because they're not able to think, they're not able to make a definitive idea. Right. What thing people are now get for realize if that they foresee a massive recession they come, and most of the leaders they now at the world or people who wouldn't vote in now people who come from the background of finance or investment banking, people who will know about figures, are for able for turn around things. So what thing we can call restructuring, because what you want to do now mainly restructuring with it kind for do. So people then go say, okay, well, yes, then you the come, you go say this, we don't get big talk before, we don't people and big talk past you. I mean not to my way, like I say, I'm not going for boast about anything. Yeah. But people will know me, they know say me na mouth will they deliver. Okay. When we say they do something, you get for drum. If not for drum, you will find somebody will do them because of that background they may come from. Okay. So I know say which thing they say is wrong, but not for maybe not for expose them. If the person in America he still get a cloud mind there. Me go tell and say make it the try for do one thing every week. Let's try for picking newspaper up or go online and just read on the financial paper. Just the first 3 lines every week. Which make us say that it go actually tell and say most of the innovation and how they come across not to old people them, not to traditional businesses them. Now young people new ground ideas that then full throughout the world now. And because this recession they come, we see say now the traditional business it's kind for lockdown because they get the assets, but the new business then get the ideas. So you get from balance them out for make you able to make sure so you get the best out of it. Just like this even term, where the US Silicon Valley, then get a network there where then they pump in cash into other businesses, them, especially the brand new fintech now, financial technology, yeah. So what happen now, because then they scared now say, well, let me borrow from the Fed and from other traditional ways then, in case they go up. So now they say begin to panic. So what can they tell you? They see most of the new businesses they are so that then they overtake now this other old traditional business. Okay. So let we get an open mind. Yes, I agree. Not to all political party fit for the country. Because if you myself say don't try for talk to other political parties, then I say we all come together. So man and they say no, they'll say what you are mortgage you can't be your political party for. Okay. Because if you somebody go mortgage, let's say now what you refer to as mortgage, somebody can give money, it goes stand there. The person not really want for develop the country because they come with no policies. Right. But what's in the happen, and they try for use that as like an avenue to get into these other big parties them or the party we good in a power. Right. So you don't get for mortgage yourself. You not go sell yourself so cheap. So me go say lay it try for do that one day, and I guarantee you the way it think and the way you see the world, you go understand that more.
Right. Okay. Fambo and Beresford Victor Williams, and we'll take a music break. We'll come, go read the last set of messages, then we wrap up with them, and then I'll bring some vibes later on. On the AYB Facebook page, I'll just read a few messages. Hawasi says a great song. Precious Hands say our next president of Sierra Leone. Kondebe, I beg your pardon if I don't pronounce it fine. Say the problem with these politicians is that they will not do anything good before election, but as election time comes, you'll see them engaging people, corner meetings and distribute t-shirts as if the people don't have cloth. Where he has been all this while when everything is going hard in our country, now elections are being pulled in a public. Millicent Hansen say, let's give him a try. Tony Bob Songa Jr. say, we have these people, well, maybe not where, but W-I-N-I, right? Where have these people been with all these ideas to help Mama Salon? Those days are long gone for Sabitok sugar-coated lies. Tony Bob Jr. So I like the question you're asking the young man. God bless you, DJ Bass. We're going to take another one on the Facebook page. Sengwepe again say, please, Sierra Leoneans, it's high time now for us to change our mentality. Let us don't take it that only, I beg your pardon, APC and SLPP are the only political parties in this country. Let us try to bring another new one and try it again, please. Sengwepe from Port Local. Shalom Radio FM 93.3 Falaba Mongo say keep up the good work. Godwin Omar. Sierra Leone mentality act for change, brah. As long as you not come on at the same region or then the same tribe, you know the winning election, brah. Mohamed Samura said the one and only DJ stands for the good work. Yusuf Mosire Suma said good program base. Hope this part is not a break away from Alassane and Alusain in bracket APC and SLPP. Godwin Umar say, you look like this brother Jagaban in Bosso. John Silas, a very impressive legendary DJ bass. Yusuf Mosire Suma say, I'm watching from McKinney. There's a party have office in all the 16 districts of Sierra Leone, obviously, right? Shalom Radio again, 93.3 Falaba Mongo says, politicians are not sincere to themselves and to the people of Sierra Leone. We, the people of Sierra Leone, are afraid of those new political party. They always appear to the people of Sierra Leone in a wolves in sheep clothing. My brother, with all your sweet talk, where have you been all along? By Maro Okasi say on Facebook again say, the level space should be open to every born Sierra Leonean, born in the land, be you in the ground or diaspora. Sir Kebi say, thank you very much, DJ Bass. Augustine Andrew Lawunde say, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Sir, you have a good vision for our country, but like other people, today is my first day to set my eyes on you. Are you not almost late talking about free ports without paying taxes for imported and exported goods? How will your government raise revenue? Joseph John Lahai say, it's no crime to belong to any political party of your choice. There should be a level playing field for all. Wishing you all the best. Shalom Radio again from FM 93 from Mongo says, politicians are not sincere to themselves and to the people of Sierra Leone. We, the people of Sierra Leone, are not afraid of those new political party. They always appear to the people. Okay, we don't take this earlier on. But I say, Femi Cold Party 2. Shaka Conte say, watching you live from Hill Station, Freetown, one and only DJ Bass. By Maro say, he's not funny, I remember this party. Unity Party of Femi Cole will create an upset if there is a second round. by Maro. We need to talk about Unity Party right here. Edward C say, please, Brother Base, ask your guest what has he done for the people of Sierra Leone with all his education achievements for overseas. Sierra Leone have tried with some of these guys. Look like the one that's called himself Moni Jagaban. Bar Fulaba say, hello, Kotabase. I think that is the aspirants have valid ideas and plans. From Germany. Goodwin Omar says, Salomon no believe in good vision, brah. As long as you know the green and red, people not ready for vote for you. All right? You can take them, some of the messages and we able remember that. Just add this quickly. Mohamed Kebokai on AYV Facebook page says, hello, DJ Bass, I'm watching you live from Australia. John Silasa, legendary DJ Bass, you like a lawyer with your outfit. Thank you very much. Anyway, I put this side, I'm a producer, say, because this our month, Regentonian Grammar School will celebrate another, well, this is another celebration, so it's a blessing to all. Regentonian now, they are see, but Beresford, they'll becoming an Edwards man. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, anyway, there's some good points then people actually come up with. I know say the main one we tend to stand out. Some people say, oh, I mean, when they always tell me, so what thing I don't do for the Sierra Leone. Like I mentioned earlier on, when the Ebola, we actually make donation. Okay. My friend, when I be lawyer, he actually, when a doctor, he actually joined an organization where we sponsor for go do that one day. Mm-hmm. Since 2016, we actually don't help people in our Connaught Hospital. We don't donate stuff them. When the pandemic been there, we actually make a donation in Sierra Leone. The first political party, I think the only other political party we make any donation after we have been the ruling government. Mm-hmm. But we make a donation to the government of Sierra Leone. That means televised, then a radio, then a newspaper. Yes. So you can go Google you can see them there. We also, when the mudslide be happen in Sierra Leone, we actually make donation. We provide clothing, bedding. Actually did fundraising. We actually ship about 1.5 container of clothes, stuff them, shoes, all that stuff them there. Like I always believe is that you get to take control of your own life. Okay. If you not take control of your life, somebody will do that. So now make they push say with him now for take control. Yeah, I know say people can go ask all these questions there. So, but you ask yourself the basic question: what thing you don't do for yourself? Mm-hmm. Because if you not do nothing for yourself, then you for begin to consider for make changes. Yeah. Another question will be come up then say if you want to bring free ports. Waiting go happen, also because they will raise taxes. The taxes they will raise now for Sierra Leone, you understand? So if we get a free import for food stuff, where your price not go up, you know better you don't take that money there. When you order stuff then come or export, you can tax that one in there. Mm-hmm. So you see, because people do not understand the logistics, the policies behind that, and can ask some questions that way make sense. You know, normally you can always say, yeah, you can just throw anything out there, but not to brainstorming what they do at the moment. Would they give you policies then? Yes, you get right for questioning policies then they are so. Mm-hmm. But now policies that we sound. If you take, for example, when United Kingdom, when they been changed Boris Johnson, mm-hmm. and then they bring Liz Truss, you know, because in policies they're not been sound, mm-hmm. what's happen? They say there's a rebellion. Because then the kind women get the policy we sound, we come from the more financial background. Now they want, because they know they ain't able for stabilize the ship, they ain't able for take the country go forward. Mm-hmm. And what's happen? The economy actually grow. What he do when the pandemic been there? What the guy do? He actually flush cash out. Then what he do now? He raise tax up for recoup them back. So when things are difficult for you people, you get to look after them. Mm-hmm. You not go simply say, okay, well, usai me, usai de. To be honest with you, nobody know the current prime minister in the UK. The only people that we know are the one in small circuits of friends them. Okay. But he get a good idea, and people believe in him. Just the same way they talk to me, Sierra Leoneans them. Now the same way self talk to people then. All right. I know somebody say yes. We talk about say if you not come from the same region or tribe, mm-hmm. You forget about that. But let me tell you one thing: when you go to hospital, you know when they ask the doctor, whose tribe or whose region he come out. The only way they ask the doctor is that you go for me. Where you gonna shop for buy something? You know the check on that. So now a stupid person can only vote on that scenario. Okay. Yes, you go say I use the word stupid, not for do that. But let's face the reality. If you suffer, you still abide for suffer, then something wrong with you. Because even Christmas self, we talk say the angry a mourner. You know, for let somebody we mentally disturbed, he no say angry there. But you not do you, but you not believe in angry. Then something really do you. You know, me not a medical doctor, so me not would say well, use problem you get. But now some of the factors as well they say that you for understand. Yes, I know say most people not would know me because me not one day been there in politics. But in itself, I come for can help the country. Okay. You know, other people they don't come for help the country. Take like the Rwanda president. Rwanda come out from civil war almost the same time as Sierra Leone. But the guy come actually help and develop the country. Okay. Some people then go say, okay, don't did it for the past 20 years, you know, like. But Rwanda now one of the fastest developing country in Africa. Even well-developed country want to do business with them. That shows the level of commitment. Now, man, when you say one no mean in politics, nobody know me Sabian. Now, ask say, okay, well, just go, we'll sponsor you. Now, it transformed the country. So, always say, they say, well, this, you know, sometimes we get for take a different view. For once, just take a gamble. Simply say, okay, let us trust this man, let again me vote. Now, one vote we all get. If all man do that one day, we go change the narration. You know, it for Sierra Leone, a small nation. You know, even the people themselves will live in London, but could pass the people within Sierra Leone. But in London, everything they work, everything get timing. Everybody then get education. Everybody, if they're not able to feed themselves, people then go help them out. So what to make a nation of its own, we get all thing. But you look inside Sierra Leone. Most of the industries, they're all in a foreigners there. No, not in a Sierra Leoneans there. If you're in a Sierra Leonean, you go say you want to go do something. The problem first really gets. This is not your own country, the problem first really gets. But when you go say you're a foreigner, you get free access. You know? So in a complex we get, we call and say we a small thing we get. Well, to be honest with you, most of the foreigners they don't give money. They don't believe in that system. Because what they don't believe in that system is that if they give money, they find out na bribery and na 10 years imprisonment.
No, talk about Sierra Leone.
No, in Sierra Leone. No, if you go left here so as a foreigner, you go Sierra Leone, you go bribe. That leak out. Your government know. Then they arrest you.
It depends how you link to the government.
No, you government in your homeland.
Sierra Leone?
No, your homeland.
Now they talk.
Yeah? So let's say, for example, now you're German.
We're not linked to the government, but they go there for do business and bribe and get them way through.
Yeah, but but then get for telling say they're a foreigner. But if you say in a Sierra Leone, it get difficulties. Okay. So let's say you come to Germany now. Yeah, you say you want to go start business there. You know, now a crime. So the German man go, then go simply say, okay, then go bribe away, or then go give this, then call and talk and a bribe still. If the German government find out, then go charge that person there. The Sierra Leoneans go do business there, no problem. Yeah. What you make inside your own country, no problem. But foreigners, they enjoy all things. Right. You tell me most of the factories, them, who do they own them? Foreigners. Most of the shops, them, who do they own them? Foreigners. The last time, where they actually say them, the give Sierra Leoneans, business people, capital for lady and do what you go get in microfinance. Selling don't need microfinance. Okay. Me not go believe in that, but me believe in empowerment for lady able to push something go forward and make sure say things happen. And certain things there, I agree, not to all things we go able to achieve within 5 years. Right. Now, I make a great timeline of roughly about 15 years, but initially, that hybrid economic system, it will work, we will reduce the poverty and the anger in the country.
We win the election first.
Well, the people ain't get for votes me. Now, one vote we all get.
I can't give you a chance to talk to them before, we'll get a break and then left you. Quickly on Facebook by Maro say, no, sir, Paul Kagame was in Uganda and Kenya as a rebel against the Hutu government. I know say it's not true that we need that man the kind of power. And Lamikama say, Edward say you can't ask people what they have done for people. Ask yourself what you have done. You guys are the same people who voted It's a clueless people in governance now. You guys are all over the place, asking others their hard work, and well, you call them go to Sudan. I will tell us hello, DJ, I think I just locked on. And Ishmael Van Den Alo say, hi, Mr. Bass, I'm watching you live from Sarah Root. I'll keep up the good work. And Abbas Kano say, very impressive. I hope it's come to pass. Goodwin say, the bra look good. The bra look gets good vision, but your mentality not believe in vision. That is the tragedy. But keep on believing, boss. So Goodwin again says, salon man not believe in good vision, bra. As long as you know they green or red. Anyway. So with that, why do you think say people for voting ReNIP party for coming over already get the Sierra Leone People's Party way? Why do you think say you for coming and what do you think say they not do way you go one kind of what your assessment of President being government now?
Well, the reason way to make I believe say Republic National Independence Party ReNIP for takeover now, it's two things. One, the level of hardship in the country is very high.
All right.
And not just very high, we get recession where they come.
All right.
Then they they avoid nobody, massive recession they come. Some countries then get to go bankrupt. So we don't begin even see countries they don't begin go bankrupt. So Sierra Leone not immune from that. The second point is that the country, they don't remortgage the country. I'm going to tell you one thing. In Sierra Leone right now, most of we waiting in Sierra Leone, not to even second class or third class citizen anymore. We're not refugee now in our own country. What make I go say so? Because you're not go able for buy land outside you born. You're not go able that day. It's waiting and they pay you. You're not able for buy land outside you born. Now foreigners they own all thing. And how they classify somebody whether not second class or third class citizen, not to even first class. Now where you get access to your natural resources them. Sierra Leone's not getting access to that. Refugee, now they struggle, say, okay, well, you go see the under. Look, most of the houses them in Sierra Leone, outside the holiday, now shacks them. I mean, they say people in below state and go below us on top Sansan. Who's common sense? Now refugee no more they do that one day. And most refugees then say they go find ad grown.
Who's part of below on top Sansan?
We see on social media.
Social media.
Well, then journalists
we're built close to the sea, really. Where the bank, then call them banking, don't see in Sierra Leone, and it happen in a different part of the world, really.
And they even build Osef na bay. Outside the river there.
Yeah, not the banking, they call it banking.
No, this is not the river itself. Them build on top of
Yeah.
So, that enough for the happen. We're not getting no discipline, no nothing. So
wait, say make I remember I watched a documentary na Al Jazeera where almost the whole village or town in Nigeria, I don't know if they watch that documentary. The people then build the house on top of the water.
Yeah, see that.
Like a very big river all not Sierra Leone,
Yeah.
But anyway, good because so many things can happen, but again, say what you want.
Yeah. So the second part where it seems is the country, the mortgage country. So you need somebody where they can take control. Me believe say I get the vision and I get the know-how and I get a team we're ready for change that. The reason which I say so is that yes, the SLPP able for stabilize the country after the Ebola and after all the kata because we presidents come from the circuits of security, but not come from the circuit of economic financial background. So you not go get a skill set there. So we get for you not go take a doctor, we now a general doctor, you go turn into brain surgeon. You know the work. Because you self then say, but you self if me I can't tell say me a doctor, me a general doctor, then you say I get problem in my brain, I get tumor. I say like go operate by you say you go do that. You go not go do that.
It depends. If I get the know-how, I know say you know can do them. But if you meet up an elite get to no, you go say do them because why?
Well, there you go. So you see, so because you know there now, so that's it. So now make I simply say, now me get the skill right now. If you look across the platform, not to just me get the skills, but we can able for work with our people them. And what you may believe is that when I believe in unity government, yes, except they get some good guys and they will work. You got some bad apple all side. If you self get bad apple, we flush them out. As time goes on, as we get for them. But me believe in unity government. Then we believe say for whole Sierra Leone, we not go get all the skill sets them. but we can learn from other political party. Because for you being a minister, I know me say for belong to a political party. All you get for do come and do the job. You know even need for be elected to office, for be a member of parliament. You can do the job and deliver the job peacefully, because you become a servant of the people. So if we go for serve the people, we go able for deliver and take Sierra Leone from Usaiwide to the promised land. You know, I may believe say, you know, at the moment, Sierra Leone get a brilliant opportunity for select somebody we go able for take them from poverty to middle income country. Okay,
thank you. Maybe final word before I say, Telma Kat Seri says great new ideas for our country. Michael Macaulay says, I hope this guy knows that the only way you can change the constitution from now is by lobbying members of parliament and get them to change the law. He is mistaken if you think the judiciary is the one that can make that change. Okay, that's about Macaulay. Finally, Godwin says, look how Lebanese and other foreigners in the live free and enjoy in a salon. But I'm really sorry, but you know go no pass you travel outside salon. Yusuf Mosiri Suma Sebes, please ask him to answer to the question I asked. Does this party have offices all over Sierra Leone? Does this party not to break away from Alassane Ouattara's APC SLPP? And Amana too just come on LDJ base. Welcome, oh blessed Friday, Juma Karim. Cherish Bar says salam alaikum DJ base alaikum salam. With that response to the name, you say goodbye.
Yeah. First of all, I'm sorry for the gentleman we say I not be answering a question. Like I don't answer the question at the beginning. Say we not a party, we break away from no other political party, and we members them not ever be members of parliament from other parties then. Yes, we get offices them across the country where I don't mention on that as well. We are a political party, we come for help the people then. So with that, all I will simply say is that make we all take control, and no matter what you do, believe in yourself and make the right decision. The decision really make not for yourself, not for you picking them. So if you make the wrong decision, just ask yourself that question there. Me picking go make that decision there if they are ready so. So I will say with that one, I go left for now and good night, my people. Love you.
Thank you very much, Anna. Beresford Victor Williams and the Flagbearer of ReNIP party, that is Republic National Independent Party. Precious Hansen say he will change Sierra Leone, give him a chance. Millicent Hansen say he talk like a president, and Precious against a vote for him to have the power to do it. You know, we don't go register because if you don't register, they don't vote.
Well, I'm not going to stand there. Yeah, we don't go register, get everything. Yeah, me not song. Yeah.
Thank you. We get more messages, but I'm afraid. So Joanna said these guys Sabi Toko watching live from Lumley Western part of Freetown. With that, we'll get a break. We'll take a break.